Everyone, welcome to part 71 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions, which you guys asked me on a post that I posted on my YouTube channel like 2.5 months ago. If you haven't seen that post yet and you want to ask me a question, click on my channel and go to the post tab. You can still ask me a question if you want to. I'm answering every single comment as long as it takes me. It might take me a while, so I'll tag you in the video when I answer it, because if you ask me now, I might not answer it for like 3 or 4 months, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm going oldest to newest, so yeah. All right, with all that being said, let's get on to today's comment because this person has multiple questions. So the first question is, what is your least fave character if you had to pick? Everybody, I've said this many times on my account, it's Octavian. And Octavian was always meant to be a disliked character. That's just how Rick Riordan wrote him. And he got me, he got me with Octavian because I agree. I hate Octavian. And Octavian's death, if you haven't learned about Octavian's death yet, if you haven't read it yet, I won't spoil what book it is for you, but Octavian's death, when it happened, was glorious. All right, question number 2. If you could replace a character's death and a different one would die, would you do it? If so, why? Yes, I would, guys. And you know what I would do it? I would do it from, this is a spoiler alert for the Trials of Apollo. If you haven't read the Trials of Apollo yet, don't watch this part of the video. I would do it for the Burning Maze. I think you know what I'm talking about, when Jason Grace dies. Everybody, in that book, there's a prophecy saying that either Jason or Piper will die. I would just change it to Piper. Like, why couldn't Piper have died? Piper's a way less interesting character than Jason. Like, I know we all dog on Jason because his narrating skills in the Heroes of Olympus isn't as good as the other characters, but Piper's narrating skills weren't that good either. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. They weren't. And Piper's just a less interesting character. I think if Jason had survived, it would have led to a lot more fun plot devices, character developments, whatever. I think Jason should still be alive and Piper should have died in that moment. I also would have been fine with neither of them dying, but if one of them had to die, let's switch it to Piper. All right, moving on to question number 3 now. If you could be any Percy Jackson character, who would it be? Who would you be? Guys, I've said this many times as well. I would want to be Percy. Like, Percy's the main character, and I'm sorry, I'm just basic. I want to be Percy. Percy is so cool. Like, Percy has the coolest powers in the entire Riordanverse. Like, why would you not want to be him? Like, he's literally the GOAT. Like, I know he goes through a lot of trauma. I know the gods are always asking for him to go on quests, and he's always going on quests, and he's always suffering, trying to get through these quests. But I mean, it would be fun too. And it would be fun to have water powers. And there are so many water powers that Percy never exhibits in these books that he should have, like bloodbending, like being able to condense the water molecules in the air around him and use them as weapons. Like, that'd be so cool to experience and to, what's the word? Like, investigate, or I don't know what word I'm looking for. It'd be so fun to try out those powers. So yeah, I think that answers all those questions pretty fully. Let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree with me on anything I said. If you have different answers to those questions, let me know that as well. And I'll see you tomorrow for part 72 of answering your Percy Jackson questions.